Oh man, so in this video we're going to break down the trio, Polkadot, MATIC and ChainLINK. More importantly, what are my price targets? Where do I think they could recover to? And do I still believe in all three of these projects? We're going to take a look at the key levels in the charts. I'm going to be showing you the exact levels I think we can comfortably get to and what I think in terms of a risk reward for all three of these projects. So make sure you hit on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, guys, if you want to trade or if you just want to buy on spot any of these tokens to dollar cost average in, you can do so using BYBIT or BITGET, two of the exchanges I personally use and recommend. Links in description, and we've managed to get you guys some great bonuses from those companies for you just for being a member of this community. So with BitGet, you're going to get 10% off of any cash you deposit right away. With BYBIT, you're going to get up to $4,000 of bonuses which you can trade with. So definitely get yourself set up on those exchanges. Now let's take a look at MATIC first, right? Polygon, the layer 2 solution. They have the first mover advantage. They're the very first one. And by the way, for those of you who are new to this channel, these are three projects I've been talking about for almost a year now, at least on the channel, and let alone how much I've been researching it and been invested in it before then. So these are the OGs of the space and projects which have been proven during bear market and bull market. And you'll hear me say that from time to time because that is what I define as a blue chip, right? It's all well and good a project making its first hurrah to the top 10, but never really being tested, never really being in a difficult situation to test the structure and the integrity of their system from a security point of view, from a technical point of view, and the way it's set up. I mean, we saw what happened with Terra Luna. We've seen what's happened with some exchanges and lending platforms, 3 Arrows Capital, Celsius, the rest of it. So these kind of major drawdowns, like you can see on the screen here for MATIC, really do test the mettle of a project and give you confidence that if they can survive this, they're going to be great when Bitcoin starts to recover back to 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, new money starts to flow in. All of these projects will continue to thrive. And that's the key when you're investing in altcoins. You can't think from, well, you need to think from the future perspective in terms of where do you think it can go, but at the same time, you need to have that pessimistic mindset of can it survive? Because if it can survive the bear market, then we're good. Do they have enough runway? Do they have enough about them in terms of structural rigidity and ability to navigate these tough times that they can get through bear markets and these 90% drawdowns as we can see? So let's start off with Polygon here, and as you can see from the tops there to all the way to the bottoms, you can see Polygon MATIC was down almost 90% here, which is pretty crazy. Recently, we've seen a really nice pump here on Polygon MATIC, meaning we're now 80% from all-time highs. A nice move off of the bottom there on Polygon. For those of you who are familiar, this is due to Coinbase integrating Polygon as a layer 2 solution into Coinbase, which is huge news because part of the narrative around Polygon MATIC is what happens once ETH 2.0 comes out, right? What happens? And I've been hearing this for a good year plus now, and the reality is, even if ETH 2.0 launches soon, which we have no kind of roadmap on just yet, it keeps delaying, right? But when it gets done, even if it's successful, you're still going to need layer 2 solutions. So go watch my video here where I explain the different types of layer 1 solutions, ZK rollups, optimistic rollups, what are the differences, who are the key players in the layer 2 space. Go watch that video and you can understand how Polygon MATIC sits within that space. And naturally, the benefit that Polygon MATIC have is that they were the first mover, okay? Therefore, they have that first mover's advantage. Now, from a technical perspective, what are we looking at here? A big move down from $2.90 all the way down to lows of 30 cents. Insane, absolute insane drawdown. And if you're able to buy this project at price points which dated all the way back to 24th of April, insane opportunities there. And even now, you're still buying in at crazy prices. You're buying just at slightly higher prices, but again, you would have got these prices just there back in 26th of April here, 2021, which is very good. Okay, so we've seen a nice bounce here from the bottom. If we bring out the EMA ribbon, let's bring the EMA ribbon there, you can see a few things. Now, I'm not going to cover off in this video the macro picture too much, but we know that we're running up to a particular point where Bitcoin could be getting rejected and we could start heading down again to retest the 17,600 mark. That's one of the kind of hypotheses I'm playing around with at the moment. And as you can see here on the daily chart, MATIC is coming up towards some resistance here on the short-term daily time frame, okay? So it could get rejected from this EMA ribbon and do rotate to the downside. But here I'm talking about slightly longer term. Where do we think we can head to? And if we take the Fibonacci ratio, which you can see drawn on there, from swing low to swing high, okay, so that's taken from swing low here all the way to the swing high here, you can see that the golden ratio sits comfortably between $1.93 and a $2 mark here on MATIC. In other words, a comfortable retracement on Bitcoin as it starts to rotate back up and get ready for its next bull market. I would be very, very surprised if something like Polygon MATIC cannot easily get back to $1.90 to $2 mark. Now, of course, that's very, very conservative. I mean, your longer term scenarios, even here, this is conservative. The 1.618 ratio here on the Fibonacci gives you a $4.55 MATIC, which again, I think is very, very achievable when Bitcoin gets ready to go on its next run. So you can look at the risk to reward and it's insane. I mean, $4.50 from a 50 cents MATIC roughly now. MATIC is a 9x on your return on what I would call a blue chip project, which has been tried and tested. It's not a super small market cap project, which you're taking a risk on. You get a nice, safe kind of, 5 to 10x here on a great project. So for me, it's definitely something which I continue to keep in my portfolio as part of the layer 2 section of my portfolio. Keeping things moving, we need to look at Polkadot. And Polkadot is our interoperability play. Now, there's a bit of a concern with Polkadot because Polkadot have kind of fuzzled out, right? They had a really good end to last year. They fulfilled their white paper. They launched their parachains. There was a lot of hype around the parachains and then just nothing this year. And I'm not sure what's going on. We need to hear more about the team. Probably need to do a deeper dive into it with you guys to find out what is going on. Why have they lose some of that edge? And why has the bear market taken the sting away from the progress that they were making in terms of creating hyper noise? That should carry on. So again, you're sitting here down now at about $8 here on Polkadot. You could have got it as low as $6.85, which again takes you back to pricing of December 20. Crazy. Takes you back to prices in December 20. So another great opportunity to buy a great solid project. Again, what are we looking at in terms of price? Well, the Fibonacci ratio gives you a comfortable $36 to $38 roughly here on ChainLINK, which is again comfortable, and a more riskiest kind of price target would take you all the way up here to the 168 mark. Let's just remove that arrow. We're looking more at the 1.68 mark, which sits here at $85 here on DOT. So again, an easy, well, not easy, but a realistic 10x here possible when Bitcoin starts to run back to its all-time highs. You expect altcoins to move at a multiple of the rate. But even if it just got back to this level here at about 30, that's a comfortable risk return for projects, which again, I'm not having to take massive risks on. These are projects that have been there, seen there, done that, and they're great projects to keep as a small part of your portfolio. Now, caveat with the interoperability, I feel like the narrative for interoperability may take a little bit longer to come back. I feel like what we're going to see is we'll come up this bear market. Who knows how long this bear market's going to be, right? 6 months, 12 months, depending on the global recession. Then I think once risk starts to come back on, we'll see Bitcoin start to move as we do. As Bitcoin starts to rotate, then we'll see some movements into, I think it's going to be layer 1 solutions. I think layer 1 solutions are going to get the first run. Then maybe we can see other narratives start to pick up in terms of Polkadot, maybe an interoperability play. Don't forget you got some interesting competitors in that space, including Cosmos as well. So we have to keep an eye on that. So you want to keep yourself diversified in that side of your portfolio. And then finally, ChainLINK. ChainLINK, the de facto data oracle for all the major smart contract platforms out there. And one reminder I would use, I remember whenever I speak to dApp developers, if you ask a dApp developer, how would you feel if I turned off ChainLINK? That will give you an understanding of how important ChainLINK is in this ecosystem, in the use cases of dApps, and what would happen and how fundamental it is to things operating right now. So really important project. Again, the de facto data oracle plays. Yes, there are other ones out there right now, but ChainLINK is considered the gold standard and have all the key partnerships. And again, just something which has just been lagging here during this bear market here on Bitcoin. You can see you went as low as price point sitting at $5 here on the low, which again, you would have to go back to about July 2020. That's insane. July 2020 pricing here you were getting on ChainLINK. We're now sitting at about $7. Again, the golden Fibonacci ratio sits comfortably between 34 and 36. So again, a comfortable kind of 5x here, just to retrace back to this Fibonacci level. We're not even saying go back to all-time highs, just to retrace back to this Fibonacci level. And if you look at the Fib extensions, you can see that the 1.618 mark sits at 82 up here, okay? So you got $82 here, which again is a very nice, more than a 10x here on ChainLINK. So 3 great projects, 3 projects which I continue to add to my portfolio, but not right now, okay? So yes, they're still a go for me in terms I will dollar cost average them. I have been dollar cost averaging in for a long position. I'm happy with the size in my portfolio. Now, once I'm done accumulating Bitcoin, Ethereum, once we start to see that bottom kind of come out and I'm happy with my Bitcoin and Ethereum position, I will start accumulating my blue chip altcoins again. So I'll let you guys know here on this channel, as well as in my Discord, ijaz.uk/Discord, links in the description. We've got a free Telegram group as well. Check that out, Ijaz01 Crypto, links in the description. Be involved in the community. Follow me on Twitter so you know when I'm doing that, when I'm starting to buy Polkadot, MATIC, Link, when am I starting to add these type of altcoins, when am I buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, what am I doing in the market. So make sure you're following me on those platforms as well. If you like any of these projects, make sure you comment me which of these tokens are your favorite from these 3 in the description. Let me know if you want me to cover these coins a little bit more frequently. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Go watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.